My mic is over there. Hold on.
How's it going, guys? Alpha here, bringing you my week 5 NPL battle, and this week we take on the Washington Blazikens and their coach Mighty Mamoswine, and yeah. So this was another post-con battle. It was a freaking amazing battle. All that good stuff. First off, let's kind of just get right into it. I don't want to take too long on this because our battle is going up way late because I'm kind of uncoordinated and I fucked some shit up. But anyways, yeah, so looking at his team right off the bat, if you saw my team builder, if you didn't, go check that out. But so we're bringing what I expect him to bring. You see everything that I expected to see in the team builder except for the Yan Mega. Instead it was the Mega Sceptile, which I thought was a possibility. Like I said, I had agility especially for that case / him bringing Scarfed Infernape. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, so I see his team and I'm just kind of thinking, okay, so here's what happens when I see his team. I'm kind of looking there, I'm like, okay, huh, okay, huh. And so I'm just sitting here like just thinking, what the hell do I do now? Because I'm thinking, okay, well, obvious lead Mesprit, another potential lead Miltank. He could always counter lead me. What's my most obvious lead, which I assume is Megalopony or Crocodile to most people. So what I'm thinking basically at this point is I don't have a dedicated lead. I did not come into this battle with that in mind. I don't know why, but I didn't. What I did have in mind, though, was that I had to pick something because the battle had to start and it had to happen. So I went with Crocodile. I like Crocodile because in case he did lead the Mesprit and wanted to try to get his rocks up right away, I could try to do something. I don't know. I like Crook because I was kind of just panicking right off the bat. I was like, I honestly didn't think about my lead when I made this team, and I guess that's a good thing because like it doesn't like kind of compel me into a game. Like a game plan that I don't want to have. But anyways, yeah, so I lead Crocodile as he leads the Azumarill, and so first things first, I'm like, fuck, that is the worst possible lead for me. So he leads Azumarill, and I had to sit here for a minute and be like, oh god, what if this is a Belly Drum Azumarill? What if I just lost on turn 1? So I lead Crook, he leads Azumarill. I click Taunt turn 1 because I'm not dealing with that shit, as he knocks off, probably predicting me to switch because, terrible matchup. He knocks off my leftovers. Not the worst thing in the world. Crook only had leftovers because there was nothing that really made sense for it otherwise. And then here I click Knockoff, or no, I switch out into Weezing as he knocks off my Black Sledge. Not a good start to this match. Not a good start at all. It was from that point on I should have realized he is 100%. Well, I guess it's not a dead giveaway yet that he's 100% a Choice Banded Azumarill. Because double knockoff could have just been him, predicting me to switch. Like I probably should have turn 1. I didn't want to take the chance that he belly drummed there. I would have risked Crook for the sake of not getting belly drummed on, basically. I mean, I know it's not common practice to belly drum turn 1 because, it's not the brightest idea, but I didn't want to take the chance, so I taunted. And he locked himself in the knockoff. Spoiler, this is a Choice Banded Azumarill. That should have been a little bit of a tip when he double knockoffed on me. I didn't realize it until a little bit later in the battle. But so I go into Weezing here. I just fire off a Sludge Bomb because I know he has to switch, but realistically, Sludge Bomb's my best play here. So I fire it off. It hits the Mesprit. It does like 12% or something, 18%. And he's Eject Button Mesprit, which was a cool little trick actually. It allows him to switch in and then get a free switch into something else afterwards, which was really, really, nifty. As he goes into the Miltank and he fires off a Body Slam, as I just go for another Sludge Bomb, I believe. No, I go for a Toxic here. So I'm paralyzed because he gets the pair with the Body Slam. He's Toxic. He Heal Bells here. I don't remember. I think I just fire off a Sludge Bomb here. Yes, I do. Does 33%, so he's definitely a physically defensive Miltank. At least I'm pretty sure that was the calc. I don't want to pull it up because it's on my. I'm using display capture right now, but I'm almost positive it was physical. That had to have been a physically defensive Miltank. So then he fires off another Body Slam. At this point, there's not really anything I want to get paralyzed, so I'm just going to force him to keep hitting Heal Bell and stuff, or force him to switch even better. So I Toxic him again. I double into Crocodile because worst comes to worst, Crook's pretty much the least useful mon on my team now. And I just fire off an Earthquake here, pretty much expecting the Azumarill to come back in because why wouldn't it? Best matchup on his team against this thing. And it does about 46, which is right about what it should have been doing. And then he doubles into the Mandibuzz here as I hit knockoff, because I wanted to see what the item was on the Azumarill, because it hadn't quite clicked that he was Choice Banded yet. I knock off the Mandibuzz's leftovers, which is pretty big, and then I taunt it as he fires off a foul play, I believe. Yes, he does. It does 20%, which that was more than I thought it was supposed to do, but it's whatever. And then he goes into the Mesprit as I hit my rocks, and he gets his rocks up the following turn as I double into my Togetic, I believe. Yes, I do. And then I hit Heal Bell here, I'm pretty sure, as he Toxics. No, I go for the Defog here, I'm pretty sure. No, I Air Cut. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I Air Cutted him. And then I click Heal Bell as he Psychics me and gets the Spadef drop. And my phone is going off in the background. I hope you can't hear that. But get rid of that Toxic, get rid of the Paralysis on Wheezing. And then he U-turns out, which does 2% because, you know, U-turn on a Togetic. As he goes into the Mandibuzz, I believe. No, he goes into the Miltank. I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. I believe I clicked Defog here. Yeah, I do. His hazards on his side aren't really important in this battle, except for wearing down the Mandibuzz, really. So I'm willing to get rid of them. I go into Reuniclus here as he clicks Heal Bell. That's what I was expecting. Like, he wanted to get rid of the Toxic, I'm sure. And then he clicks Body Slam on my Reuniclus, and no, he switches into the Mandibuzz. No, into the Mesprit as I fire off my Future Sight, and keep that in mind because it's a big play. And then I double into my Crocodile here because, you know, best matchup on the Mesprit here as he puts up his rocks again. And I fire off a knockoff here because I wanted to try to get this thing dead. It lives on 11%, and then it U-turns out. And he goes into the Ape here, and here I'm thinking, okay, it took him a while to make this play, and I was thinking he has to remember. It just happened. It's been 2 turns. The Future Sight's coming. He's going to go into Mandibuzz. But he doesn't go into Mandibuzz. He goes into the Infernape. It catches the Future Sight and gets blown the fuck back. Reuniclus gets a kill. Admittedly, I kind of, at the moment that it happened, I had forgotten the Future Sight that I had just put up there, and it was pretty obvious that he did too. In the end, that was a pretty awesome play. The Future Sight did pay off. So Reuniclus gets the kill there, and he is down his Infernape, which is huge. And then he goes in the Azumarill again because what can I do to it? He's going to Aqua Jet me here. I live on barely anything, which tells me he's Choice Banded because I knock off the next turn anyway. And now he just Aqua Jets again. I'm willing to sack Crook to be able to get Manaphy in here. And I'm an idiot because I just knocked off his Choice Band. Had I not done that, I would have actually swept with Manaphy here. But I knock off his Choice Band as I go for Tail Glow. He knocks off my Rindo Berry. And I can kill the Azumarill here, but then the Sceptile comes in. So I'm an idiot, basically. As he goes into the Sceptile here and fires off a Leaf Blade. I go into Wheezing expecting the Leaf Storm, but he was a physical variant, so this is actually pretty dangerous. So he goes for the Leaf Blade, I eat it. He kills me the following turn with a Dragon Claw, which was okay. I was allowing Weezing to go down there. I had no reason to keep it around. And at this point, it's not looking great for me because I don't really have a dedicated check to this thing now. So I go into Togetic because I can eat any hit from this thing, I'm pretty sure. As he goes into the Mesprit, and I just kill it with Air Slash or Air Cutter because it's gone now. I don't have to worry about it. Togetic picks up his first kill of the season, which is pretty cool. He goes into the Miltank and fires off Body Slam here as I go for Defog again. He gets another para. That really didn't matter, though. The paras were pretty minimal. I don't think I got parried at all, actually, now that I think about it. As I click Air Cutter here, I'm pretty sure... No, I Heal Bell to get rid of the para. That's right. And then I'm just going to Air Cutter until I die here, because my plan was to get Lop in and get an Agility off once I sack this thing. But Togetic just did not want to die, so it didn't quite go that way, but... He goes into the Miltank. I take, it takes a pretty decent chunk for an uninvested Air Cutter, honestly, and that one wasn't a crit, I don't think. So, I go into Reuniclus here on his Body Slam. I don't believe I get parried here, I do not, as I fire off a Focus Blast, and I fucking miss, I'm pretty sure. He goes for the Thunder Wave. No, I don't miss, I go for the Future Sight. I miss the Focus Blast this turn on the incoming Mandibuzz. Yeah. I missed my Focus Blast. Oh, no, I hit this one, I missed the next one, that's right. He goes for the knockoff, knocks off my AV, but I am Regenerator, so that wasn't the worst thing in the world. And he is a special variant he has nothing but physical attackers left, I mean. The Future Sight hits the Mandibuzz there as I miss my Focus Blast. Obviously he doesn't hit the Mandibuzz because it's a Dark type. I go into Togetic here to finally try to sack this thing as he roosts. But here I'm just thinking, I'm just going to paralyze this thing. I don't have any Toxic users left, so I can't Toxic the thing. So I Heal Bell to get rid of the paralysis on Rembrandt, and I T-Wave this thing as he knocks me off and brings me down to 5%. I'm just waiting for him to kill me now, and the Air Cutter does 15% there, which doesn't really matter as he knocks off and kills my Togetic. And now I go into Loppies. It's my chance to set up an Agility and hopefully sweep. So that's exactly what I do. I set up my Agility as he goes into the Miltank, and I'm thinking at this point I just won. I'm at +2. This Miltank it would take a very, very min roll on a max HP, max defense Miltank to take that high jump kick. It does not. Lop picks up a kill. So here he goes into the Mandibuzz. I'm like, okay, that thing's got to die to a high jump kick here, right? It doesn't. It doesn't even come close. And he whirlwinds me out. So I don't sweep there, unfortunately. But he does bring me into Manaphy, which allows me to just click Ice Beam and kill this thing. And now he brings in the Sceptile, and I'm thinking, okay, I just have to sack this thing now. I can't afford him to like set up a Swords Dance or whatever if he was even carrying it. He Leaf Blades me and kills me. He gets a crit that definitely did not matter. I'm almost positive it didn't matter. I go into Reuniclus now because okay, so there's the Swords Dance, but I had to really think about this play because I was thinking long term he's probably carrying X-Scissor specifically for the Reuniclus. I was thinking about doubling into Lop there. It's a good thing that I didn't because he put up the Swords Dance. So he goes for the Swords Dance there, which is a really aggressive play, but one he had to make in order to win. I was not in range of a Jolly X-Scissor, and he wouldn't have been able to outspeed Lop had he been adamant, so I had to go for, I was assuming he was Jolly, I had to go for the HP Ice I was like 2% out of the range of a Jolly max attack X-Scissor with Reuniclus. So I fire off the HP Ice here, and I claim the kill, and we pick up our, 4th victory of the season, a clean 2-0 victory, and we are now, I think, kind of moving up in the standings. We are 4-1 now, which would tell you we're like near the top, but we're really not, so that kind of sucks. But we do move to 4-1 on the season, which is crazy to think about. We were 0-5 at this point last season, which is awesome. It was a fantastic battle for Mamo, though. He had me sweating towards the end there when the Sceptile came out. I was like, I prepped so damn hard for this Sceptile, but I wasn't sure that it was going to show up, and then it did show up, and then it almost fucking swept me at the end. I was going to be so upset. You have no idea how upset I was going to be if he swept me there. But, we do pick up a 2-0 victory, and it keeps us sort of keeping pace with Rez and Eric, even though they're both 4-1 with a +10 differential in the season, whereas I'm a measly +3. But we do win, so that's all that really matters, I guess. I'm probably going to have to like win out to be able to win my division now, but that's none of my business. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys love the video and want to show your support, be sure to hit that like button and leave me your thoughts, comment section below. Also remember to subscribe to the droplets today, and don't forget to share, sharing, caring, follow me on Twitter because I love to stuff in the videos coming out. So I'm not even making coherent sentences anymore. So go in contact with me, and sometimes contact with me, and sometimes I'm kind of funny. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out.